Welcome back, everyone, to Open Line. We are talking with Robin Nobling, Executive Director of the National Alliance on Mental Illness here in Davidson County. There is a walk that's coming up, NAMI Walks Greater Nashville, and a wellness festival.
Yeah.
So tell us about this event.
So this is a love fest for mental health. I mean, just plain and simple. And it is, we love doing it because we have so many people. We've got providers that come out. We love when we have sponsors like Raymond James come out because that is general public. They're not connected to. At the same time, we also love Tennessee Voices, who's coming out as the presenting sponsor. And they are an organization that's kind of undergone, we've been so concerned about youth, and they have kind of undergone a renaissance and taken on transitional youth, which is where mental health often hits and starts. And so Tennessee Voices has been very instrumental in doing that. And then you have one like our biggest team who's been with us, two have been with us the longest. We have this loving, friendly competition usually. And right now we get another one going on between Vanderbilt, the TriStar, primarily Skyline Madison, but TriStar folks, and the Mental Health Cooperative. And so, you know, because we have bragging rights for teams, and so when one of them will come to us and go, well, "How are we doing?" "You're doing pretty good, but this guy, you know," because what they do is the teams will raise money.
Wow, that's great.
This is a fundraiser. There's no doubt about it. This is a fundraiser, a very important fundraiser to us, because it really does help fund our programs. But it's also an awareness event, but it's so much fun because these guys will, you know, and I'll have board members from different places and they'll be talking trash to each other at the board meetings. And so it's just, it's wonderful. The other thing is we have our first aid tent doubles as an emotional support tent. And in the 9 years we've been doing this, only 2 people have used it for emotional support.
Aww.
Which tells you how comfortable they are. This is a stigma-free event. Everybody is welcome, and we mean that. I've told the police officers, working partners in care that are at the homeless camps, bring them. You know? Yes, it's a fundraiser, but you don't have to pay to come.
Yeah.
You know? And so we want people to be part of this.
It's a great community event, and there's I guess a commercial, right?
Yeah, we do have a commercial
so
that's running.
It's running, I think, on the Plus. It's 30 seconds long. Set up this commercial.
Oh,
we don't often get to do this. You're going to set up the commercial, then we can see the commercial, and then we'll talk about it when we come back.
I feel like I'm talking about my movie or something.
I know, it's your movie.
And so NAMI, we understand that dogs are big. I mean, they give so much comfort. They're so good for mental health. And so, and any NAMI walk, including ours, we've always had dogs, so we just formalized it this year. We're going to have a pup parade at 9. But NAMI across the country for their walks, and there are 100 walks that will go on this year across the country for NAMI walks. A lot of them will be held the same day as ours. And so, so this commercial was developed to celebrate the dogs at the NAMI walks.
Dogs at the NAMI walks. So let's take a look at that commercial.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts about NAMI Walks is seeing all the incredible pups. They play such a role in some of our mental health journeys.
I was able to walk with my dog, knowing that he was a part of supporting me in my own mental health, but then also bringing awareness to everyone else, I think is a beautiful thing.
Dogs are part of our family. Dogs are part of our community. So who better to walk with at NAMI Walks than your dog?
Cool.
There you go, 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds. And now, all right, tell us where the walk is. When does all this happen?
So all this is happening this Saturday, and it's at Shelby Park. We've been there for several years, and it's a wellness festival. It's the NAMI Walks Greater Nashville Wellness Festival because we start with a certified 5K. So anybody that wants to do that is welcome to, you know, get out there. You know, you got to be there by 6:30 to make sure you're registered or checking in. And, you know, you early risers, yep, you get there 8 o'clock, mass start, chip timing, you know, prizes, the whole thing. The dogs come on at 9, and then dress is optional.
Okay.
And I know some of them will dress, but it's so cool. And we have signs around their route, things like, "Do you like my new collar?" And you know, just different things. And so and at the end of the pup parade, they also get a little doggy treat and a ball. And then we also have our community walk, which is just a mile. It's a mobility-friendly walk. You know, you can bring a chair, you can bring a stroller, you can bring the kids in a wagon, but you can make that walk around the park. And then we have a village of vendors that is all our sponsors, community people, and we have information tents. We have a new program because of funding, and because of things like this, we were able to hire a youth coordinator and start the NAMI National NAMI on Campus clubs, so that we can have someone going into and in this case, Deandra Lewis Johnson. She's our youth coordinator that goes out and helps to support. We don't do it for them, but provides a framework of support individualized to each campus and that campus culture. And then our outreach coordinator, Don Liacano, Don and I lately have been going to the prison. And the prison, after we left the prison, they decided to have a walk team.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so everybody's included.
You've done this a long time, 10 years as executive director of NAMI here in Davidson County. What do you think? Are things getting better or are things getting tougher? Like, are we making progress and you're super excited, or are you super concerned as you see maybe we're not making progress, we're making the opposite? And maybe we're seeing more because people talk about it more, or are we seeing more because there's just more?
So I think with everything we went through with the pandemic, I think there's more, and not just the pandemic, but I mean, racial inequality, all the things that are going on, that is stressing people. But what I'm seeing, so on that side, yeah, do I see more? There's more. I see hope. I see hope, and I see hope in a couple of different ways. One, the research is really good. They're learning more and more, and more is coming down the pike, and so I see things that are coming that are great, and they're not way off in the distance. There's stuff coming down the pike, so I'm very heartened by that. People are beginning to talk about this, and people are beginning to do things like, companies are having mental health days. Company cultures are recognizing I can have more productive employees if that whole person comes to work. Or maybe I've got a hybrid situation now. But so I see that getting better. I see more people asking for help and knowing that it's okay to do that. I see a lot of hope, and I just, yeah, it's coming. Are there barriers? Yeah, there's barriers. We've got to develop more in the workforce so we have more people help treat people, and be there for people. But we're looking at things at NAMI Davidson. One of the things that we're looking at is, I don't want to be based in illness. I don't want to have a model where call us when you get sick. We are actually working on a program. There's 2 programs this year we're going to be working on. One we're working on right now with the Vanderbilt Social Work has a new fellowship program. We're their first project, and we are working on recovery. We are working on, there's this wonderful thing over here called supported employment, but it's a big bridge from that bedroom to that job. So we're working with Vanderbilt in here to build something here, and then we're working with Belmont OT to get them over to that. And leave
I like what you're saying. There is more, but there is more reason for hope as well.
Absolutely.
And so you're seeing both. That's a very honest answer. I think that's right on. All right, we will take a break. Be back right after this.